Hello there guys, Mr. Missing in Action back again with a Raid Shadow Legends video for you. Today I've got a champion guide on Fellhound. Fellhound is a void rare defense champion in the Demon Spawn faction. He's a fantastic champion for two reasons, but one really key. He's an incredibly fast campaign farmer. This guy can farm Brutal 12-3 in between 6 and 8 seconds. And why is it important to have a fast campaign farm, you might ask? Well, it really comes down to time saving. We have a lot of new content in the game in terms of Doom Tower and 3v3. We've got faction wars to do. We've got all of these things that we want to try and do on a daily basis. But we also have to be farming up food in order to level up our champions and turn everybody into a 60. And the quickest and easiest way to do that is in campaign. Now, if you've got a campaign farmer, for example, who's farming 12-3 in sort of 30 seconds, compared to a champion like Fellhound who can do it in 6 to 8 seconds, you're basically going to turn what might be sort of 2 hours of farming into around about 24 minutes, saving you like over an hour and a half for other content. You're going to be able to get through your Doom Tower easier on a daily basis, do your faction wars, your 3v3, arena fights. There's just so much to do that you want to be doing your campaign farming as quickly as possible, of course. So yeah, Fellhound, 6 to 8 seconds with this guy, and he doesn't need a god tier build either. Let me show you my Fellhound, and then we'll take him into action, and you can see what I mean. So what makes him so quick? Well, he's got an AoE on his A1. That's really important. You have to be looking for a champion with an AoE A1. So you're talking like Fellhound or maybe Bellower, who I actually built as a campaign farmer in the account giveaway. I'll leave a link in the description to that one, guys. You can use him as well. But Fellhound is incredibly quick because of the AoE on the A1, but also because of his animation. His animation is incredibly quick as well. And you'll see that when we actually go in and take him into the campaign. So anyway, how have I got him built? Well, first off, in terms of sets, I've gone for a Savage set and a Cruel set. These two combined are going to basically give me a 30% ignore of enemy defense. And what that allows me to do then is to not have to worry quite so much about getting a really high crit damage on this guy. For a campaign farmer, you're really only looking for crit rate at 100%, crit damage as high as possible, speed of at least 102, which is easy to get, of course, because the Lord Shazar in the third wave of Brutal 12-3 is the fastest champion you're going to face, and he's running at 101 speed, and you want to make sure you're going first, of course. So yeah, let's have a look at the skill that really matters on Fellhound. He does have the others which are useful in Fire Knight, but really it's all about his A1 as a campaign farmer. It is an AoE, as we say. It does have a debuff on there, decreased speed, but we're not interested in that here, so we're not even going to worry about accuracy. We do have 2 books here that will increase the damage by a total of 10%, and really if you're just trying to build him as economically as possible, if you put 2 books into this and they land here, stop with your books if you're building him as a campaign farmer. Sorry to interrupt the video, guys, but if you're enjoying it, please consider subscribing to the channel for more raid content. Videos are uploaded 2 or 3 times a week, usually Fridays, Saturdays, and sometimes Sundays. Anyway, back to the main show. He's just not going to benefit from any other books. Okay, so yeah, it's all about Ravage when it comes to campaign farming. So, in terms of masteries on a quick campaign farmer, it's all about the offense tree. You obviously want your Deadly Precision for crit rate. You want Keen Strike for the crit damage. We're trying to get that high, of course. Also, Heart of Glory, increasing damage inflicted by 5% when attacking with full HP. Now, your 6 to 8 second campaign farmer is always going to be attacking with full HP. We move down to Whirlwind of Death. Increasing speed, but really that's not applicable for him. It just enables us to move over to Ruthless Ambush, where we increase damage by 8% for the first hit on each enemy. Now, as a 6 to 8 second campaign farmer, you are only going to be hitting each enemy hopefully once. And everyone is going to be a first hit, of course, so extra damage again, which is what we're looking for. Moving down, we've got Cycle of Violence. It'll work with other campaign farmers, perhaps, where you're relying on an AoE on an A2 and you're looking for the cooldown, but it's not really what you're looking for, if truth be told. Wrath of the Slaying. This works for a campaign farmer who's not 6 to 8 seconds, but basically I'm jumping down now to kill streak, increasing damage by 3% in the campaign for each enemy killed by the champion. It'll stack up to 12, so by the time we get to the second round, we're doing an extra 12% damage. 4 kills in the first round. We're doing an extra 12% damage in the second and third round or wave in the campaign. So that one's absolutely kind of essential as well. Now, Fellhound is a defense-based champion. The majority of his damage is calculated on defense. So I've run down the defense tree, but really all you need is extra defense from Tough Skin. Just gives him that extra damage. Let's show you the stats, actually. Yeah, back to the skills, actually, with Ravage. You'll notice damage is based on defense and attack. There are a number of champions in the game that give 2 stats here. If you see this, the first stat, the one on the left, in this case defense, this is more important than the second stat when it comes to how much damage the skill is going to do. So focus on the first stat, in the case of Fellhound here, defense. So yeah, he's got a banner. I've gone for a defense banner. We don't need accuracy. A couple of defense rolls on there. In terms of the amulet, you absolutely want crit damage. I got a triple roll on the flat defense. It's kind of the best I've got at the minute. On the ring, I've gone defense again with more defense. A little bit of flat stat attack. Every little bit helps. Now, with a campaign farmer, we're not interested in speed boots. I've gone for defense boots with the majority of his damage being done on defense. A bit of extra crit damage in there as well. On the chest plate, again defense. If your champion is attack based, doing damage on attack, then you'd go attack boots, attack chest plate. But with Fellhound, the majority of the damage is coming from defense, so we go in there. Bit of extra crit damage, bit of extra attack that helps, and the flat stat defense. On the gauntlets, I've gone crit rate. Ideally, if you can get the 100% crit rate elsewhere, you go crit damage all day. We do have a bit of extra crit damage on there, a bit of extra attack that's going to help. And like I say, with the, the Savage and the Crawl sets on there, he's ignoring 30% of the defense. So the crit damage that we've got on him is sufficient. You'll see that in a second. And obviously you're looking for crit rate and crit damage and the primary stat in the case of Fellhound defense, wherever possible on the top 3 artifacts. Okay, so I take a quick look at his total stats. HP doesn't matter. Attack just over 2,000. Priority on Fellhound is defense, though, nearly 4,000. Speed at 111, so we've got above that 102 without wasting potential crit rate, crit damage that we might get on other artifacts. Excuse me. Crit rate I've got at 99%, and this is a bit of a bugbear for me because very occasionally, 1 in 100, he does miss the crit. However, if he does miss the crit when we get to campaign, you'll see that his 6 to 8 seconds really only turns into about 12, 13. But I'd love to get that extra 1%, of course. Crit damage, 147. Obviously, I'd like it higher, but this is sufficient to farm Brutal 12-3. You'll see that as we go to the campaign now. So that's where we're going to head off now. We're going to go into the campaign. We'll run a few runs in there. And you'll see just how quick he is and how much time he can save you. Time to be spent on other content within the game. Okay guys, so here we are in Brutal Stage 12-3. Fellhound taking his rightful place in the lead as the campaign farmer. We're farming up some 3-star food. We got Lord Shazar over there in the lead. His aura doesn't apply for anything, but he does run at speed 101. That's why we need to make sure that our Fellhound, our campaign farmer, goes at least 102. Don't blink, guys, or you'll miss it. Here we go. Wave 1 down. Wave 2 down. Wave 3 down. 7 seconds. It has been as quick as 6 if you take a look at the top left. Let's run it again just to show that it's not a one-off. Here we go again with the replay. Again, don't blink, guys. Should go down extra quick. 1 down. 2 down. And are we going to take 3 down? 3 down, 7 seconds again. So generally speaking, it is 7 seconds. It's been as quick as 6. And as I say, if he misses a crit, it'll go to 13. Here we go again. 3 times, 3rd time lucky as well. See, we missed the crit there. That's the issue with having 99% crit rate. This one is probably going to come in around 13 seconds, I guess. Maybe 14. 13 seconds. There you go. As I said, 13 seconds if he does miss the crit. We were unfortunate there. So yeah, 13 seconds as you can see. So guys, thank you very much for joining me. I will be back in my next video. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. Peace out.